Peace and love. So, unfortunately, I just recorded a video on my old camera and it completely died. I was going over some of the scents that I just purchased for myself as treats. And so all the initial reactions will be gone, but we can still start over. So, I wanted to get myself some special scents because I'm running out of them. I'm going to go over my collection that I have. Everything that I have in my collection I use. I'm not a scent influencer, so I won't have hundreds and hundreds of scents. I have 4 that I've been rotating through, and none of them I consider to be everyday scents. I was doing Scentbird and Fragrance, their Purple Luxe Club for a bit, but after a while, I didn't like having all the little vials around, so I discontinued that. And so right now I'm just focusing on building up a small collection, mainly of scents that I would love to wear on a regular basis. So this is what I've been rotating through. Jimmy Choo, and this is just the original here, and very light, very has a warmth to it because of the praline. And guys, I've sprayed so many scents now because I've already done this video that it's all competing, and we'll talk a little bit about it. I hope you're doing well. It's beautiful to see you. I wanted to have a video where I can come on and show my face, and so the Compassionate Oracle will always be about my readings here. That's the work that I do and work that I love doing. But I want to start sprinkling other things in here that I enjoy. And I talk a lot about self-love, self-care. And for me, one of the things I love to do is I love to look my best. I love to look nice. And I love to smell nice, okay, when I step outside the house. Those are things that I get from, and of course, I mean, if I'm going, somewhere, I can just throw on some chill out pants and a t-shirt. Nothing wrong with that, too. But I get that from my grandmother, my mother. My grandmother mainly, church lady. She's going to have her blazer, her skirt, her heels, her scent on, her hat. And so it's just memories of her that I had growing up with her little, on her dresser, having her little van, her little perfume tray. And so one of the scents I got today was purely based on nostalgia. And so we'll talk about that. I can smell it now because it's like a powerhouse is coming through. I grew up in the 80s, 1980s when I was born. So a lot of those scents then were just like hit you in the face, floral and musk. But this is really nice. Has a praline note in it, but I wouldn't really consider it for me a daytime scent. It also has a soapiness to it as well. Um, Another one that I've been wearing that I wouldn't consider to be everyday is the Amo Ferragamo, and this to me gives me creamsicle vibes. Lots of has an orange, definitely the vanilla. Could be a dry down of a sandalwood or definitely some type of resinous or you know musky note to it, which I like. But this is extremely sweet, almost like cavity sweet, and it doesn't last long on the skin. It does last on my very warm too. I do love it. It does last on the clothing, but I want to say maybe 2 hours for me on the skin, and it's completely gone, at least to my nose. Another one that I've been wearing on a regular or going through is the Eclat de Nuit. And this one is really nice as well. Also has a praline note, very forward, very bright with the berries, but that praline kind of warms it down and warms it up a little bit. A tiny bit of floral in it as well. This one is very nice, but to me it's not a winter or fall scent, and I've been wearing it because it's what I have, but I love it, and I will get this in a larger bottle. This was a blind buy. I love sweet perfumes. And then what was the last one? This one, the Les Notes Gourmands by Reminiscence. This is the marshmallow one. This is not an everyday for me. This is more so bedtime. It's really nice though. Gimois. This has very sweet, very powdery, very baby powdery, very innocent type of energy with this one. Um, Not sickly sweet, but sweet enough that it's really noticeable, and it's a powerhouse. I will say the projection on this is pretty loud, so you don't want to overdo it with it. I've never had an issue with headaches with it. It's just that sweet and powdery enough that it hasn't caused any major headaches, but it does project and it does last. So those are the only 4 that I've been going through. Oh, this is another one that I've had for a while that it's just done. This is the pink sugar sensual. I got rid of the pink sugar that I had, the original, and I also had gold sugar, which was like they don't have that one anymore. That one's been discontinued. I think it had the pink sugar background or the notes of the pink sugar plus citrus, and then it had coconut in it. That bad boy was like strong. So they have the sunshine out now, so I don't know if they're similar. But this one was a pink sugar sensual. And so you have the pink sugar notes, so that's sweet, sweet, sweetness. But you also have like the patchouli or sandalwood. It's like a resinous type of note to this that I really loved. If you watch my channel, I love incense. I love resins and those type of things. Copal, benzoin, frankincense and myrrh, sandalwood, all those things. And so this was like the sweet, 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 but it was the dry down of that musk. And as you can see, it's pretty much gone. I need to let it go. I was reading on Fragrantica, and they were saying that I don't have any celebrity perfumes, but they were saying that Britney Spears' Fantasy was close to this, so I might have to try that out because I really do love this. Is this an everyday? No. Is this noticeable? Yes. Just like pink sugar is extremely noticeable. All right, so let's go to what I got based on samples. So the last time I purchased scents was 2022. And so I wanted to get two that I tried on sample. One was the Jimmy Choo Fever. I've already opened it up. Where's the box? Beautiful box. And one thing I was saying in the video is if you're feeling down, get yourself a scent because just the presentation and opening up the box is a beautiful experience. And so this one here is extremely warm. And I know yeah, that's why I sprayed it. This is an everyday for me. This is what I want to make my everyday. And so when I had the sample, it was just a little small bottle. And those samples, because you can't spray it, it didn't last that long on my skin, the staying power. But let me see really quickly on the notes I'm sharing with you guys. So we have plum, which you smell that plum. Lychee, which I can't pinpoint lychee. I know I've smelled it, and I know I've tasted it as well. Plum, grapefruit, which you can kind of get a little bit of grapefruit. Heliotrope, vanilla orchid, jasmine, orange blossom, tonka bean, vanilla, benzoin, coffee, hazelnut, and sandalwood. So all those base notes you smell plus the plum. That's in a little bit of the citrus note that's in there. The citrus is a little bit on the background, but plum is forward. But to me, it's really about those base notes. This one is a beautiful scent. This is a beautiful scent. I would have loved to have gotten a larger bottle, but we are not there yet, okay? So I want to check on the projection of this one. If it projects more and if it lasts a little bit longer than the little small sample size that I have, which, you know, if you only can put a little dab on at a time, then I definitely will be getting this in a larger size. Another one that I purchased based on sample, and this is the beautiful box it came in, is the Elie Saab Girl of Now. And I got this based on, well, the sample, but I love the bottles. I also had a sample of the Girl of Now Shine, which is next on my list. I just wanted to try a couple different scents, and those are kind of expensive. This is the smallest bottle, but I've already sprayed it. I'm like just drowning in perfume now because I've sprayed so many of them, just kind of test up with the first video. But this one is very sweet. The shine is beautiful because it has that almond. It's heavy with that almond, and then it comes in with that vanilla. That one has pineapple in it, and so, but it's not tropical. It's not a tropical pineapple. It was more of a pineapple upside down cake or a warmed pineapple, if that makes any sense. A pineapple syrup, maybe on something. It was that type of a vibe with it. A richness of the pineapple, the caramelized pineapple. So this right here is beautiful. This one has the raspberry, which you do smell. You do have a berry note with it. Let's see. It says raspberry, lemon peel. And I'm going to say you're going to get the lemon peel heavy with this. Almond, black currant, rose, orange blossom. The base notes, vanilla, patchouli, cashmere, and musk. So I'm going to get all those base notes. But what I'm going to really get is a little burst of that raspberry peeking out. And you're going to get that orange, that lemon peel and specifically the peel more so than the lemon itself. It's definitely the peel. It's the rind. If you the background smell of that rind, kind of like a heaviness of the rind. This is beautiful. This is a powerhouse fragrance, and I remember the shine also being a powerhouse, which means the projection is wide and it lasts all day long. Will this be an everyday for me? No, probably not. But I do love the warmth of that, the background with that almond. You can kind of smell it with that middle note of the almond, and you can definitely smell that vanilla. But it's the rind that really, in a tiny peak of the raspberry, that makes it special. This isn't a scent that you'll smell on a lot of people. I don't think a lot of people would be really drawn to this one. They have one out called Lovely, which has a herbaceous note. I think it might be lavender, could be peppermint or one of those. I don't know exactly, but I definitely want to try that. This one here, the Reminiscence, you can't really find these anymore. I got all these off of fragrancenet. That's where I get my perfumes. And I got this from them on a blind buy just because it had that marshmallow note in it. They had one in the green bottle. I think it was called Heliotrope, and that one had herbaceous note to it. I had a sample of it. I should have got it, and now it's nowhere to be found. So, unless I want to, get on eBay and go wild. So, this one I got based on, and I told the whole story in my last video. Scent connects me with my grandmother. My mother wore scent too. She wore body oils. But my grandmother loved perfumes. And of course, me growing up in the 80s, the malls were popular. We would go on the weekends to the malls and we would go to the perfume counters. And she also had perfumes on her dresser. And I remember this being one of them. And I wanted to get it as a way to kind of connect with her. She's in the spirit realm. And maybe if I do meditation or readings and things like that, when I want to kind of draw and pull on her energy, that's what I do here, guys. I'm a medium. I work with ancestral energies and communication, and just a way to connect with her. I've already sprayed it, and it doesn't need to be sprayed again. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So I was saying in the last video that this is a powerhouse. This is not for the faint of heart. This is for 40 and up, maybe 35 and up. This is not during the daytime. This is not going to work, not in my opinion. This is winter. This is fall. This is a serious fragrance. Now that it's dried down on my skin, it's revealing a softer side. But initially, this is like a woman busting down the doors, okay? She's not coming in demure. She's not like tiptoeing into the room. She's not sitting over there quietly, just kind of looking around. She's coming in with royalty, the colors of royalty on. She's coming in with red. She's coming in with like, not red necessarily. She's coming in with burgundy. So it's like a deepness to this type of scent. It's a powdery powder. If the powder hits you right away, and like I was saying, those scents back in the day, they were just floral. You didn't really know what was it, jasmine, was it rose, was it iris, it wasn't about that. It was just going to hit you with floral notes and musk. And that's kind of what this is. It's florals, it's musk, but it's also sweet. It also has a sweetness to it. The interesting thing too, I'm going to read the notes for you guys, because the interesting thing about this, what I noticed when I first sprayed it, it's like they went into the let's see. So we have the coriander, gardenia, which is to me that could be a rough one. Ylang ylang, bergamot, lily of the valley, spicy notes, sandalwood, honey, tuberose, patchouli, heliotrope, orris root, cedar, jasmine, rose, incense, civet, leather, akmo, oak moss, sandalwood, musk, cedar, vanilla, coconut. Now they had coconut on here, and I am not getting coconut. Not even on the dry down, I'm not getting any coconut in this scent. This is not coconut. But the fact that and I'm just looking at Fragrantica, the fact that they had coconut in there, to me, it's just like they went into the laboratory and they were like, give me that valve, give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that, and let's just put this bad boy in here. We're gonna make a brew. Because that's what this is. This is like a witch's brew. This is everything that they had available at the time to make this scent. All right? This cannot be recreated. And another thing about this scent, I've sprayed so many things since it will not be dimmed. And you're not going to put this in the background, right? It's still coming through, but it's nostalgia for me. Would I wear this all the time? No. No. Unless I want to be talked about, you know. But definitely at night going out, just a little spray, just a touch now. Just a touch. Almost like spray it and just kind of walk through it. That's the energies I'm getting with this. Definitely not unless you're trying to kill yourself and those around you. Instantly dead because it's just that strong of a scent. It would be headache inducing to do more than a couple sprays. I'm saying one. Find that right spot and just let's let it sit. Okay, so we don't have to get pss, 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 pss with this. Unless you are that bold of a woman and you don't mind people like turning their head as soon as you walk in. But the lasting power on this, I can tell, is already there. But it reminds me of that. It reminds me of the church ladies, okay? They would wear scents like this to church now. These heavier scents. Where else would you go on? The church ladies back in the day, they weren't going out to the club, so you had to wear it somewhere. So yeah, this is something just to connect. I wish I would have had a smaller bottle though. So this one was also interesting. I've already opened it up, but this is the Toujours Moi, and this says since 1923. So along those lines of passion with those heavy floral notes, where it's just like with floral, we don't know. We just know we're just going to throw the florals in there. We're going to throw in the musk, and that's going to be about it. This one says, Toujours Moi, always me, was the classic signature scent of the Parisian nightlife in the roaring 20s. Experience luxurious French style with this provocative romantic scent that envelops the senses. And then we have the top notes, the orange flower and the honey. We have the middle notes with the jasmine, carnation, and spice. The base notes, the olibanum, the benzoin, the musk, and the patchouli. And so I've already sprayed it, and this is a bottle, guys. So it's like, this was a blind buy. And I like older things. A lot of my clothing's vintage, thrift store, older furniture. I don't mind having things that are aged, And then me being used to scents like this. Another thing as well, like I mentioned, I love incense. I love sandalwood, nakchapa, those type of things. Copal, benzoin. This is, I've already sprayed. I don't want to spray it again. I might have to though. Oh no, it's still there. So it kind of puts you in the mind of the heaviness of this, except that honey comes through beautifully, but the powder hits you. It's very powdery, which is that benzoin, but it also has a creaminess that's trying to come up above the powder. It has jasmine in it, so you do get a faint hint of the jasmine. If you love roll-on, if you love roll-on body oils, Black Woman. I can't think of the name of some of the newer ones now, but the roll-on body oils that you'll find at any festival, you would love something like this. You would love this because it has those base notes. Just a little bit of that honey sweetens it up, but that benzoin is coming through beautifully. This could be an everyday with just a touch, just a touch. It's not as power hungry as the passion. That's what it is. Passion is like, she is a power hungry type of woman, Maybe I'm wrong. You let me know if you think otherwise. But she's climbing the corporate ladder. I don't even know if she's on the corporate ladder. She's running her own business. She is doing her own thing in the world with that passion, all right? This one, too, is also a powerful scent. Not necessarily for 20s, not for early 30s. You could, if you love vintage. If you love vintage. You don't want to just kind of throw on. This is not necessarily, I don't know. I love this one. I like this one more than Passion because it has a softness about it that this doesn't have. It's the same strength of Passion, the same type of powerful woman, the same type of woman that knows who she is. She's not falling for any bullshit. It's the same type of woman, but she's dialed down. Where she might be loud and like, you might see her, maybe her color, what she's dressed in is bold. This woman is also, she's also powerful, but she doesn't have to let you know it, right? She doesn't say anything. She's a quiet and powerful type. I like that. All right, so this is where we stopped. This is where I cut off. So I got this based on the box. So this is Happy by Chopard, and this is Felecia Roses, and this is the box it comes in. One thing I don't like about filming on my camera is I can't really see. I'm hoping that you guys can see the scents. And this is, I wanted to have something light. I love rose. And so let me go over the notes here really quickly. So we have pink grapefruit, raspberry, pink pepper, which I'm interested in that pink pepper. The damask rose, geranium, ylang ylang, and cedar, and tonka bean. So ylang ylang to me is, along with geranium, they are like, you got to be careful with those. Guys, that passion is not playing around. It is not playing. Now that it's dried down, I can taste, I can smell the animalic, the civet, that type of, that scent, that really musky scent is there in the dry down. Do I have a empty spot? Let me get right here. Let me get some sweet relief. Somebody come in and give me some sweet relief. Just give me a little, just purify me with a little, just a little refreshment. Better than I thought. Better than I thought. I looked on fragrancenet, and I don't know if the reviews were that good for it. Fragrancenet didn't have too many reviews. Let me see. Happy Rose. This is the Happy collection. It's definitely a happiness to it. You don't want to overdo it with this also because it's extremely strong, to me at least. I don't know about the projection. I don't know about the cilia, how long it's going to last. But it's a wet rose petal with that raspberry. Did it have raspberry in it? What else was in it? Pink grapefruit. I'm getting the raspberry and a wet rose petal. I don't know if I'm getting the pink pepper or the geranium. I might be getting geranium actually. Yeah, I'm getting the geranium. I'm getting the a wet rose petal, and I'm getting that a little bit of that raspberry. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful scent. This is a beautiful scent. I like this one a lot. It's competing a little bit with this one because this one is also a powerhouse fragrance. It's very strong with that rind. This could be an everyday for me. For me, roses are any time of year. I like that with the geranium. If you like a geranium essential oil, you would enjoy this. Ylang ylang, I can't really smell yet. I know it's there. That's normally a very strong smelling essential oil. But definitely that raspberry is there, bursting forward. And then that wet rose, not just a regular rose sitting there. It's kind of like a juiciness to the rose, which I like. I like that. That's beautiful. That's better than what I thought. That was a complete blind buy. I love that one. And then the last one, which is another blind buy, was Oh the Orgin by Tous. So let's see. This is my first one by this house. Let's check it out. And they're known for their little perfumes that have the bear. And so it's the box. Pink is my favorite color, so this is another one that I got for the liquid in the box. And so it looks like that. All right. And I love Armani Si. If I could have any perfume, it's just too expensive for me right now. But my goal is to get a beautiful bottle of that. I had that through, it could have been fragrancenet's, their the vial, their Purple Luxe program. One of them I got that through, and I loved it. I squirted every bit out of that, and that's a dream perfume for me. Armani Si. Let's see. But I was reading that this kind of has similarities. So let's, this, I don't even have a, you know what? I forgot about this. This smells really good, guys. It's over here competing with Passion. But when I come up, it's holding its own with that hazelnut. It's really, it's a gourmand. It's nice and warm. It's a warm gourmand. It's really nice. I love it. But that plum is there as well. So that brightness, because a plum to me can be bright and heavy. But the brightness and the heaviness of the plum mixed in with that hazelnut, the vanilla. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is the top of the day. All right, I'm gonna see if I have any spaces. Let's get the fingertips. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know about this one. Not Armani Si. No. It almost gives me initially like a cleanser that I can't pinpoint. Maybe one of the natural ones. It's pretty though. Let me see what the notes are because I'm getting something. Let's see. Oh, the Orgin. So we have, so at the top it said the main accords musky. So it's definitely giving me that citrus, amber, rose, vanilla, powdery, sweet, fruity, iris, and soft, spicy. So we have tangerine. That's a unique. Lemon, blackcurrant, pink pepper. Middle notes are rose, which you do get the rose, orris, ambroxan, musk, tonka bean, and vanilla. I actually really like this. This is something interesting to me. Could be the ambroxan. Could be the ambroxan in that. Let me see. Straight from the cap, it's just like extremely, it's just alcohol. It's nowhere to go. Second is this one after I just smelled it. Second. For me, Toujours Moi. That's nice. The dry down on that baby powder or that powderiness of that benzoin, the creaminess is really coming through beautifully. Don't necessarily smell the jasmine as much. The honey is still slightly there. I'm sorry guys, but I got so much going on. Passion is like, don't forget. Don't forget. We in this together. Let me see if I can get some of this. Because I'm not, I think I have so many scents going on. No headache yet, which is good. Which means I've made some good choices. Let's see. Lemon, for certain. Lemon cleanser, almost sharply at the beginning. Natural, though. Natural lemon cleanser. So if Method made a lemon cleanser, non-toxic type, you know? Sweet, extremely sweet. The rose is kind of trying to push its way through. Not Armani Si, like I said. It's something very different about that. Very luxurious. Very sweet. What fruit did they say was in this? What's the fruit? Tangerine. Yeah, so maybe a tangerine and that lemon together, blackcurrant. That's there. I smell it. The ambroxan might be giving it something a little extra. Vanilla is there. The tonka bean is there. The musk is there a little bit. I'm going to let that one settle. All right, so based on, what we got going on? I got to remember what we have going on. All right, so let's see. Based on what I've sprayed so far, let me get this another. I want to. This is interesting to me because, like, it gives me a little bit of a. I don't want to say cleanser. I keep saying cleanser, but it's something like a natural oil. And that could just be the Tonka. I don't know. I like that one. That one has to, I want to get that on the settle. I want that to settle on the skin a little bit more. So if we're going on based on what I have sprayed already, at the top, Jimmy Choo Fever. Love it. We'll be getting a larger bottle of it because I can tell that I'm going to go through this every day. Scent for me. Every day. Knocking this one out. Because for me, this doesn't do it for me. Maybe if I had the Eau de Parfum, it might, because it might be more of a richer scent, maybe a little bit more heavier with the base note of that praline, which I'm not really getting a lot. I'm getting the pear for certain. I'm getting the pear, but that's all I'm really getting. So, and not just pear, this is a soapiness too, quality to this. But this one I love. I'm still going to wear it though. Still going to wear it. First, second, surprise. And thankfully so, because this bottle is big, okay? So the Toujours Moi, not for everybody. If you love resin, copal, any of the resins, benzoin, those, yeah. Knock Champa. If you like Knock Champa, you'll love this. On the dry down. Initially, it's a little frightening, but on the dry down. So those are my two top. For originality, this one, you will stand out if you wear it. I'm looking forward to wearing this in spring and summer. This is definitely for, not for everybody. You would probably want to get a sampling of this to see if you like it. That orange rind really comes through on this one. I love that. This is giving me something. What is it? What is in here? It could be the Ambroxan. I don't know. All right, so, but this one too, guys, this one is beautiful. This is just light, refreshing, happy, sweet, nothing too scary. Not going to put anybody off. You don't want to overspray it. But those roses are really pure to me, like they're just wet roses. So nothing artificial in this one with the rose. The rose really comes out beautifully. I love that. This one is nice too. This one. And then guess what's last? Not because Poison, I have to put this last. This one comes before, even though it hasn't fully dried down yet. I still like this a little bit more. I can see myself getting more wear out of this. But this is a power. This is extremely strong too. I will say that. Maybe one spray of this, or just a little lightness, a light spray of this. Unless it dries down, it's becoming a little more powdery, a little lighter. Right now, it's extremely heavy. It's competing. I can smell it along with this. I like this more on the dry down than on the initial spray. What can I say about this? This is my grandmother, and this is that generation in the bottle. Oh my gosh. This straight out the sprayer, the bottle is no joke. If it smelled like this the whole time, we'll be dead. Okay? We will all be, call the ambulance. I'll be dead in here because this is like serious. It has no business. But on the skin, it softens up. That powder comes through. It smells beautiful. I wouldn't wear it all the time, though. I wouldn't wear it all the time. I don't know if you're getting the men with this. I don't know. You're definitely not getting any young men with this, unless you can really pull it off. I gotta come back with this one. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look into getting a couple others from Elizabeth Taylor. I want to check out some of the other white diamond lines. I saw the diamonds and rubies is one I wanted to try out. And so maybe I'll come back on here and do another video just kind of comparing some of those scents, because this bad boy here, I love it though. So it's not at the bottom because I don't love it. It's at the bottom because I got it for nostalgia. I wouldn't wear it all the time. I wouldn't wear it all the time. This should come with a warning label on it, okay? Not for the faint of heart. That's it. Peace.